Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD, and today's Thursday, March 24, 2022. It's 6:54 and 26 seconds, a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's research, Meningiomas. So let's jump to it here. Immunotherapy delays, disease progression of high-grade meningiomas. The immune checkpoint inhibitor, pembrolizumab, showed activity against high-grade tumors of the membranes surrounding the brain and spinal column. Date March 21st, 2022. Source, Massachusetts General Hospital. Meningiomas are the most common primary tumors of the central nervous system. They are targeted with surgery and radiation, but drug therapy is usually not effective against these tumors of the brain and spinal cord membranes. The immune checkpoint inhibitor, pembrolizumab, Keytruda, showed efficacy against high-grade meningiomas in a clinical trial. Meningiomas are treated with surgery and in some cases radiation, but there are a few other effective therapies, and even with optimal therapy, reoccurrences are common. About half of all patients with intermediate grade 2 meningiomas will have a reoccurrence within 5 years of treatment, and 90% of patients with the most advanced grade 3 meningiomas will experience reoccurrences within 5 years. Only about half of all patients with recurrent aggressive grade 2 meningiomas and none with grade 3 disease can be expected to survive for 10 years. A new research report, a class of cancer drugs known as immune checkpoint inhibitors, can slow disease progression, another hope for longer survival of patients with high-grade meningiomas. In the past, our understanding of molecular underpinnings of meningiomas has been limited, and it has only been within the last few years that we have begun to understand the immune microenvironment of meningiomas. And recent studies have suggested that the tumor microenvironment, the environment around a tumor that includes blood vessels, immune cells, and chemical signals, may suppress immune responses to meningiomas. Immune checkpoint inhibitors, such as pembrolizumab, block PD-1, a protein that prevents the immune system from mounting a defense against tumors. The drug effectively releases the brakes on the immune system, allowing it to accomplish its tumor identifying and destroying functions. And to see whether immunotherapy can be effective in patients with high-grade meningiomas, researchers conducted a phase 2 trial in which they treated 25 patients with recurrent and progressive grade 2 or 3 meningiomas with the immune checkpoint inhibitor, pembrolizumab, Keytruda. The trial met its primary goal with nearly half of all patients alive and without evidence of disease progression for at least 6 months. Half of the patients were still alive 20 months after treatment. The side effects of therapy were similar to those seen in other studies of pembrolizumab and were manageable. The study shows that it is most practical to conduct clinical trials for meningiomas, a disease for which there have been very few studies. And then pembrolizumab has promising activity against meningiomas and needs to be studied further in larger groups of patients. Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD, on microbiology, bioinformatics, and pathophysiology. This video was created for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day.